It's not a war out there, it's a war in here. And this week, the universe wants to know, when the time comes to stand fully seen in your soul's truth, will you be ready? Hi, I'm Hayley Barkla, and week 3's energy update brings us 3 warrior soul tasks. Not the kind that softly nudge us along, the kind that demand deep honesty. We're being shown that we rarely see ourselves beyond our mental constructs. We live through our minds, in our stories, and in our justifications. Yes, we feel through the heart, but often only when it's screaming for help and we've reached that breaking point. In those quieter moments in life when our heart is whispering, do we really listen? Can we really listen? If all out war broke out tomorrow in your world, how would you feel about the life you've lived? About who you are, about your achievements and your deepest, darkest truths? This isn't about a physical war of nations. This is what is being called a war of self-existence. It's about facing ourselves without the distractions, without the identities we've constructed, and without the noise that keeps us from hearing our soul's guidance. The trees you fixated on, the daily dramas, others' opinions, what's happening in the world, are blocking the beauty of the forest, the grand truth of who you are. So, under the light of this waning moon, we've been gifted these tasks to focus on. Number 1. Stop seeking in others what you deny in yourself. This is all about integrity and authenticity. So often we will project our highest ideals onto others, onto our teachers, our parents, and our leaders, expecting them to embody the qualities we ourselves aren't cultivating. That confidence you admire in someone else, that's your own disowned power. So a practical step you can try is to list 3 traits that you envy or admire in others and journal. Where do I suppress these in my own life? Task 2. Build your strength on your soul and not your story. We become pliable and easily manipulated when our soul sits idle or takes a ride in the passenger seat of our lives. Your power returns only when your soul is in the driver's seat. So they're emphasizing that now is the time to build our soul's foundation. Not later, not when it's convenient, but now. So try this. For 5 minutes each day, visualize your soul as the sun and ask, what would you build? I'd love to hear your ideas below. Task 3 is Truthbomb your own life, and I think this is the most important task for the remainder of the month. Use the waning moon's light to illuminate every corner of self-limitation, to shine a light on your secret shames, on your good enough lies, and your spiritual bypassing. By the end of the month, write yourself a letter, starting with, I forgive myself for, and let it flow. Drop out of your head and into your heart space when you do this. There were 2 more powerful messages that came in about peace and light. The external pleasures, distractions, or even relationships cannot sustain us through the soul transformation that's currently occurring for humanity. Only inner peace, the kind that comes from complete self-honesty and alignment, will carry us through. And in regards to light, we often think of it as soft and flowy and ethereal, but this transmission reminds us that true spiritual light is fierce, strong, and warrior-like, the kind that cuts through bullshit. In this case, your own. This isn't just about passive receiving, it's about actively wielding your light. What's happening this week is just a forging process. Just as metal strengthens through fire, our souls are beginning to strengthen through this intense self-reflection. The warrior that emerges isn't aggressive towards others, they're simply uncompromising with truth, unwilling to live in illusion, and unshakable in their knowing. By the end of this month, your will, your strength, and your alignment will matter even more. Ascension doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing the soul work now. I invite you to set aside time for genuine self-reflection for the rest of this month and beyond as needed. It's not about having all the answers. It's about being willing to ask the hardest questions. If this transmission resonates with you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with others who might be ready for this level of soul work. Thanks for joining me. Until next month. May you find the courage to be the warrior your soul is calling for. Bye.